This video is an 11,000 damage game in the Object 268, which is an Era 1 Eastern Alliance tank destroyer. It's a really fun tank. It's one that I've kept in the garage. I think it is one I'm going to go back to quite regularly. It's got 850 alpha. I run the rammer, camonet and the powertrain. As you can see, I've got it quite mobile. So that combined with the perk cruise I run, which is off-road driving, clutch braking. I've prioritised the mobility with this tank. I've got the camouflage expertise, muffled shot. I've got the smoke as well to help with the camouflage. So I play this as quite a mobile TD. You'll see in this game, I'm able to move around the central village quite nicely. I'm just checking down that alleyway. I always do that at the start of the games in Cold War. There's always someone crossing if someone's taking sort of the shortcut sort of D3 area. You can catch people out, easy shot of damage at the start. And as you can see, I've already one marked it. Really fun tank. Turned the boosters off, and I think at this stage it was probably fully upgraded. Can't remember if I upgraded the gun or not for this game, but everything else is fully upgraded. So I'm going to a spot where I usually go in light tanks, but I can just see with someone from True Vision that there's a couple of tanks there. Get a nice shot in there. 791. 791 is probably a high roll. I don't think you'll see too many 800 rolls, unfortunately. It's Era 1, so the new players, I think they've still got that new player advantage where they have reduced damage, and also the RNG in Cold War for the damage is just not good. But we've got this M40 Sherman out in the open. Get a nice shot in there. Just pop the smoke. I know there was a couple of tanks back on that ridgeline and the M40 itself, so I don't really want to take any unnecessary hits at the start of the game. Just coming up, using the third-person camera just to see if I can see anyone over the houses or not, but nothing there. Just relocated this M40 again. Another big shot. Yeah, that's two shots into the M40 now, and they've got this FE 4005 sort of. I think that's the only tank that's on the enemy team that's actually pushing this central location. I can see that it's got its turret facing this way. Just aim it up. Just come in. Just give it a nice shot in the turret. Could probably load the HE for that, but I'm assuming it's going to run away. As you can see, I only run 3 heat shells and 3 high explosive shells. The high explosive shells are quite good. Sometimes I'll load one up. I'm particularly thinking about sort of red shear if I know that I'm very likely to face a light tank. And unfortunately, that was that M50 Sherman. So yeah, 3 shots. I don't think I actually got spotted in the entire game. I think this M47's realised that it needs to get out of there, but it's not going to stop me from putting a big shell into it. So yeah, as you can see, I'm able to sort of relocate around quite nicely. Just check in corners to see if there's anything creeping up on me. I know that FE is around, and I'm just a bit concerned it's managed to sneak up and is on the road on the left hand side. So just trying to see. It's not there, so just carrying on, just putting shells into these tanks that push out into the open here. We're a tank down at the moment, which is fine. We've got the power position up here. There's me, another TD, and a medium up here, and the enemy team just seems to not be pushing this central location. This central location is really powerful on Dezful. You get shots everywhere. You'll see all the firing angles. I use pretty much all of them in this battle. Just trying to see if I can get a kill. I don't, unfortunately. I think that was probably one of the very few shots in this game that didn't do any damage. But yeah, just moving on to this position now. So you can get sort of hold down on these little walls. See if there's anything on that ridge. Doesn't seem to be anything. Not too sure if something's going to poke out around, but I'm feeling I don't want to just sit there and just look down the site, so decided to relocate. We're 3 tanks up now, so it's going quite well. This FV has decided it's going to push, get a nice shot into it. At this point I'm thinking there might be something camping sort of F4 area, so that's why I pulled back, but then I realised I've got a much faster reload than the FV 4005 and it needs to go. It's a one shot for me even if I low roll, so just make sure it goes in, make sure I don't just aim for the tracks or anything silly, pop the smoke to help me reverse out. And that was the only enemy tank that was going for the middle village. Got this Object 268, looked like it may have seen me slightly through the smoke using true vision. It takes a shot at me, but it's now relocated. I'm just thinking where it may have gone and what it's probably thinking, and I'm thinking it's probably going to push that road. And as you can see, I can see it using the third person camera angle. It's there, or one of the enemy tanks are, and there's another one, T44A. We've got this E3 in the distance. It's got the hull repair patch, and I've said before, I think that hull repair patch gives people a sense of security when they don't have it. They feel like they can poke corners like that, slap side on, and think that the repair is going to help them. But you know, it won't even repair the damage, half the damage that I put into it. So yeah, I don't necessarily use that repair kit, just I don't think it's really worth it. The Object 268 is looking at me now. It puts a big shell into the side of my turret. I'm just thinking it needs to go. It's on a one shot for me, but as usual, unfortunately, doesn't go anywhere near the alpha, the 850 alpha that it should have. Just looking at the scoreboard now, I've just realised I'm on 8,500 damage. I've got 3 kills, so I'm not going to get any sort of big kill total, but decided that I'm aiming for 10k. Obviously I get the 11, but I'm thinking where the best way of getting shots on these 2 tanks, because they seem to be quite high, quite healthy. So just coming around here, just poke this wall, and just get a nice shot of damage in. Up to 9,000 damage now, and I'm thinking at this point I was going to reverse back so I don't get any damage, but we're in the end game. I just want another shot or 2 of damage in, so I'm just charging in now. This is where the mobility helps, especially in Era 1. It is just so fast. Get a nice R1, R2 on the move, and yeah, we're up to 9.8k damage now. I'm looking at the scoreboard now. This is what I usually do at the end game. If the last tank doesn't have any kills, I always suspect that it's AFK. Unfortunately, there's so many AFKers now that I just assume the last one alive, if it doesn't have any kills, if it hasn't been spotted. I've just spotted it, I was the first one to spot it, so yeah, it's AFK. Aiming the shot in, and I get the 10k. I just wanted to aim that shot in nicely so it doesn't miss. I pop the smoke. There's a couple of mediums behind me, and I just want to get one last shot of damage in, and that smoke's made my allies go round to the left, and as you can see they've just got their shots in, so I managed just to beat them because of the smoke. Yeah, 11,000 damage, 4 kills, 1,730 XP. Really good tank, such fun tank. I think I've got pretty much a perfect setup for it, I think, especially for how I play. You could try something else, but I feel like having sort of the camouflage expertise, the camo net, the muffled shot, along with the powertrain, clutch braking, and the off-road driving really give it that mobility to get around the map. And it's got quite a bad gun traverse, so it helps it with light tanks. So yeah, 11k damage in the Object 268. I think it's definitely one of the best TDs in Era 1. It's the most fun I've had in Era 1. The NM116, that is really good. The FE 4005, I've got that. But the Object 268, I think it's my favourite. I don't think it's necessarily the best, but I think it's my favourite. So thanks for watching.